everyone, it is Coach Franzi and welcome back to our nutrition videos. So today we are going to be making blueberry bars, and what we need for our blueberry bars is sugar, brown sugar, cornstarch, baking powder, butter, vanilla extract, some salt, flour, of course some blueberries, and then some of our tools that we're going to need is a baking pan, mixing bowls, a whisk, and some parchment paper. I went ahead and preheated the oven to 375 degrees, and while that's preheating, we are going to go ahead and get started.
Hi guys, Coach Chandler here. I'm gonna get us started making our blueberry bars. First, we're gonna add 3 cups of flour into our mixing bowl. I already have 1 in here, so let's go 2 and 3. 3 cups of flour. Then we are gonna do a half a cup of our sugar. Don't want to do too much. So a half a cup of regular sugar, and then a half a cup of brown sugar. These are going to be extra sweet. Then we are going to do a teaspoon of baking powder. This is brand new baking powder. So we're going to do a teaspoon. Plop that in. And then we just want a dash of salt. If you're gonna get really technical, you want about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a dash. There we go. And then we're gonna mix them all up with our whisk. Okay, now that you've mixed up all those dry ingredients, we're gonna put that off to the side. In another bowl, a little bit smaller of a bowl, we're gonna crack 1 egg. Make sure we don't get any shell in there. And then we are gonna do 1 1/2 vanilla. Now we are gonna combine 1 1/2 teaspoon in with our egg. So we wanna do 1 1/2. So I'm only gonna fill this guy about halfway up. Okay, and now we're gonna whisk this guy together. We wanna break that egg up and get the vanilla all mixed in. Okay, next we are going to add our egg and vanilla in with our flour. Make sure you get all that good stuff in there. Okay, and then we do want to start mixing that up, but we still have one more thing. Whoops! We still have one more thing we want to add in there. We got 2. Next, we need a cup of butter, which on my sticks of butter, 1 stick is a half a cup, so I'm going to need 2 sticks of butter, and we're going to cut it into cubes, so kind of like squares. We don't need to melt it. We want them kind of cold. So let's go ahead and open them all up. And we're gonna cut them up, and just as you cut them, you can put them straight into your mixing bowl already. Okay, at this time you may want to get some parents' help, especially because you need to be cutting the butter into cubes. Ooh, my hands are getting greasy. They're getting a little slimy here, guys. Nice little cubes. Okay, now I'm gonna cut up the other half. This recipe requires a lot of butter. Okay, now that my butter is all into tiny little cubes, I'm gonna go ahead and dump the butter into our mixture. And what we have to do is we are going to smush our butter into our mixture with a fork. We want it to kind of clump up together. It should kind of look like crumbs once we've mixed it all together and smushed the butter into the mixture. So if you get tired of using your fork and you have washed your hands, you can go ahead and use your fingers and squish that whole mixture up together. I think mine's almost ready, guys. Ooh, I sprayed some on myself. It should start to look nice and coarse, kind of like this. Once it gets like that, we know it is time to put it in our pan. So before we put it in our baking pan, we do want to line our baking pans with our parsnip paper. If you want it to be really easy to get out of the pans when you're done, you can always line the paper with butter or cooking spray. So I think I'm ready to put it in the pans. Okay, so now that the mixture is all ready, we're gonna only take half of it and we're gonna put it into our baking dishes. So I'm trying not to make a mess. So I'm gonna put it in and I'm just gonna push it down a little bit so it takes up the whole entire dish. And get a little bit more for there. Okay. You're gonna wanna do this for all of your pan, but remember, you still need about half of your dough for the top half. We gotta do a filling first. So don't use it all. Okay, guys, so next we gotta make the filling, so the inside. So back in our dish, we are going to combine a half a cup of more sugar. These are gonna be sweet. Okay, so after we add in our sugar, we need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. There's our tablespoon of cornstarch. And we're gonna mix those up. And then we are going to add in our lemon juice. And for our lemon juice, 1.5 teaspoons. So we're gonna do, there's 1. And I'm gonna try to do this half. Ooh, that kind of turned out like 2, but you know what? I really like lemony things. Now we're gonna, ooh, that smells really good, guys. I love lemon. Now we're gonna mix that all in. Make sure it's all nice and mixed in. And then we are gonna take our blueberries and add those blueberries in so they get coated with that sugar and cornstarch and lemon. Make sure you wash your blueberries beforehand. Mix those all in there together. Okay, once you feel like your blueberries are all nice and coated on our mix, we are going to pour them on top of our mixture. Make sure you put them in all of your different dishes. So if you had enough mixture for all 4, or you're using a big mixture. If maybe blueberries are not your favorite, then don't do quite as many. You get to decide. We have a lot of blueberries, so I'm gonna load ours up. Once you have put in all of your blueberries, you're gonna come back to what left you have of the mixture, and you're gonna just kind of sprinkle it on there. Again, you can do as much or as little as you want, depending on how much mix you have left. Okay, so once you have everything in there, here's what ours look like. You're gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven for 40 minutes. It's like, whoo, facial. Yeah. Okay, don't forget to set your timer for 40 minutes and we'll take them out when they're all nice and golden brown. Hey guys, our blueberry bars have come out of the oven. We let them cool a little bit. This is what they look like. One of ours did fall apart, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try that one. Let's see. That's really good, guys. Those are delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and come back next week ready to soar with Plain. Bye.